Okay, I got back from my trip, and now I have some catching up to do. So let's talk about the weaponized amphibious replicant technology in VHS. There have been a lot of comments about how sluggish he looks and how he doesn't look like a monster that would do well against skilled teens, calling him low tier. So today I'll share some thoughts and tactics that will help you reconsider his ranking, as well as understand what you'll be getting into playing as and against the W.A.R.T.
Space Coconut.
Now, of course, the version of VHS I'm playing isn't the beta, so absolutely everything can change at this point. So take this information with a grain of salt and speculate as you like. W.A.R.T is probably the first monster you should play when starting VHS. Your first few sessions will have you learning map layouts and such, and W.A.R.T's kit is best suited to teaching you this. But let's talk about his powers. His echolocation ability will help you get into the vicinity of teens from anywhere on the map, giving you the opportunity to hear them as they move from place to place. It will detect teens in lockers, so if you're in one and he echoes, make sure you move if he comes closer. His acid armor will protect you from 1 stigma's worth of damage, and his leap can close distances quickly, as well as slow teens down when they're hit by the shockwave when you land. Now, those abilities sound very simple, but when you start thinking about how and when you can apply each one individually, you should start to realize where the potential lies. Add in game sense and predicting teen pathing and behavior in response to each ability, and you start to see the tactical application of each ability. Acid armor in particular has the most versatility in this regard. Imagine you want to disrupt a group of teens with weapons. It might be possible to close the distance behind an obstacle with his leap, armor up, and then hit the closest teen as they damage the armor. If you make contact with the teen in this case, you score a hit, splitting up the teens and stopping them from using their weapons. You might have also wasted some of their ammunition in the process, making it impossible for them to fully wound you with the weapon, forcing them to craft a new one. Maybe you hear teens close by, so you use your echolocation to push them into moving, giving you the chance to cut them off and score a hit. There are an untold number of situations that can come up in a match of VHS. But thanks to the way the game is balanced, it's mostly a matter of skill when it comes to the effectiveness of a monster. Different variables may of course influence a match, but none of them that I've experienced have had a tangible effect on whether I would win or lose a match. By tangible, I mean that I couldn't feel a difference between teen or monster loadouts. The one thing that can be felt is the skill of the opposing team, whether it's the teen or the monster. It should be noted that I'm pretty sure I heard the devs say that the strongest monster player on the dev team is in fact a W.A.R.T main. As for my own skill with him, I've been playing solely W.A.R.T ever since the first day I tried Dollmaster, so I have a reasonable grasp on his kit and have pulled off 1 or 2 strategic wins. While being chased by teens in bubbles or flying eyes, I would turn a corner, activate the armor, go back around to the corner, and block the weapon with my face, taking out the weapon and leaving myself to continue what I was doing at the time. While the armor is a defensive ability, I was able to use it offensively to disarm a teen. Something I'm absolutely sure many of you noticed the devs do in their gameplay reveal, and probably something you would have thought up yourselves as you played the game. The details of the loadouts are of course locked behind the NDA until they're sorted out and finalized for release, so I can't talk about the nuances of W.A.R.T's capabilities. But it's possible they will help you fine-tune your own playstyle to help you be as effective as possible with W.A.R.T. But I should make something absolutely clear. Your loadout will not win your matches for you. Only the skill of the players in the match will do that. If you think W.A.R.T is low tier, it's only because that's what your skill with him is. That's not a bad thing, however. W.A.R.T is a balance between offense and defense. Full-blown offense lies with the Wolf, while a stronger defense lies with the Dollmaster. I'll talk about those monsters later on when I have more practice with them. And once I'm freed from the NDA, we can talk about the details that make W.A.R.T more interesting than you know right now. Anyway, next video we'll talk about the bully potential in VHS and what the devs have done to help alleviate the issue. Until then, I'm Space Coconut, and you're welcome.